All right, so I'm gonna say Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Rakatha, Yahweh Shema, Dov, Shem Yahweh Shai. This is the I.S.U.P.K Florida Sabbath service. Okay, the topic today, of course, you see the title. It's going to be Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, versus the God of the Israelites. Then I'm going to say Amaju, which means to stand. Wahapanya Hakodam, which means to stand and face the east. And we'll start off by saying the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayel, Shunka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Raba'ah, Ratazaka, Ayel, Baharatas, Aisha, Baharataza, Kawa, Ayel, Bashamayim, Nadananawa, Lakon, Kao, Yawon, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawak Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawak Nawa, Wala'ah, Babi Yahaya Nawa, Banasana One, Habal, Hayashaya Nawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, Iwalamlam, Amen. Okay, we'll repeat in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Next prayer is Barak, or blessing. In the Hebrew, it's like Barak Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Maka Ya'ala, wa Alamonkim, Matazapat, wa Alahayim, Matazapat Alamonkim, YAHANNA, ha Alamonkim, Halawompia, ha Saranyam, ha Quatasalianyam, ha Kakayalium, wa ha Akwatium, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, the water. Amen. In the English is bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, Commanding General Yahweh, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it. Okay, next prayer is Psalms 121. I.S.U.P.K, I.S.U.P.K, Aharian, my Ayan, Yahweh, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha'ah, Shemayim, Waharataza, Al-Yasan, Lamawat, Regalda, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashun, Shalomar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yom Yawam, Hashemash, La'a Kakalka, Wayira, Babayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Ashmed Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazawa Aska, Wabu Aska, Ma'aita, Wa Iwalam. In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from which cometh forth my help. My help cometh from the Lord, with me, heaven and earth. He will not set thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy coming out, and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. Next prayer is Psalms 83. Alahayim, Al Damayelaka, Al Gakakrosh, Wa Al Dashakwat, Al Kayahana, Yahamiko, Yahamayawam, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'a, Wa Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Yarmu Yamwa, Sawa, Waya, Tawa Awa Tazawa, Al-Tazapawanika, Amara, Lakawa, Wanakankia, Magalia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shem Yasha'ala, Iwa, Kaya, Nawa'a Tazawa, La Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Wayas, Ya, Kagawa, Karathwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Why Yashamayalam, Ma Wa'aba, Wahagarian, Gabal, Wa'amalat, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalat, Palashas, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Gamashawa, Nalawa, Haim, Hayawat, Zarawat, Labani Lawat, Shalat, Aisha Lahum, Kamadim, Kasara'a, Kayabkin, Banakar, Kawashuman, Nashamadwa, Ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Dama, Lahadama, Shayasamba, Denabua, Ka'ara, Wakaza Abat, Waka, Tanam, Slaki, Tazamana, Kamashki Kumwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Yaraash, Lanawa, Ash, Nawaf, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayasumwa, Kagagla, Kukwash, Lupanirika, Ayash, Iri Ira, Wakal Ba, Delahut, Hario, Khan, Abadatma, Basa Irika, Basawa Pasta, Dabalahum, Malaha, Panyahum, Kwalaman, Wayabashwa, Shumka Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Abawa, Waya Iwa, Waya Kapara, Waya Abadwa, Waya Iwa, Kaya Asa, Shumka Yahawa, Labaduka, Al Yawam, Al Kalha, Haratiza. Okay, in English, again, Psalms 83. Keep not thy silence, O God, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites, and the Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is also joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Shishir, as to Jabin, the birth of the son, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Zair. Yea, all their prince as Zubah, and as Zumun, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as a stove before the wind, and as a fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High, over all the earth. All right, with that, I'm going to say Yeshabi, which means to be seated. All right, we're going to start off on Exodus chapter 6, verse 1. You recognize the title, which is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, versus the God of the Israelites, which anytime you're against the Israelites, you're versus the God of the Israelites. Of course, if we definitely keep the commandments, Deuteronomy 28. So lucky, I'll give you just a second. All right. All right, so we're going to start out with the Hebrew first, chapter 6, and verse 1. Here we go. Amar Yahweh al Moshe I.S.U.P.K, Ashar, I.S.U.P.K, La Parya, La Pai, Kaya, Bayard, Kazak, Yashalakam, Wabayard, Kazak, Yagarashim, Maharatuza, Watazawa, so like Waya Debar, Alahaim, Al Musha, Waya Amar, Aliyawa, Ana Yahweh, Wa, so like Wa, Ra, Hawa, How, Abraham, Al, Yatazak, Wa Al, Yaqua, Baal, Shadia, Washemaya, Yahweh, La'ah. Now, Wa'aithia, Lahum, Wagam, Ka, Quamathia, Atha, Bariathia, Atham, La, Latha, Lahum, Atha, Haratuza, Kanan, Atha, Haratuza, Magarayim, Ashar, Garawa, Baha, or Ba, slightly. Wagam, Anayam, Shemathiah, Atha, Na Aquath, Banya, Yasha'ala Ashar, Matazarayim, Ma'abadim, Atham, Wa, Zakar, Atha, Mariaskia, Lakan, Amar, Labanya Yasha'ala, Anaya Yahweh, Wa, Hawa Taza Athia, Athakim, Matakatha, Sabalat, Matazarayim, Wa, Slaki, Slaki, Wa, Hatazaliah, Lathia, Atkum, Ma'ai Badathium. Okay. Wa Alathia, succumb, ba, Zerai, na Tawabia, wa, wa, ba, shab, shapatim, Adalium, verse 7, it's like wala kwa kazakia, astakam, la ya, la ain, wa haya ya, wa haya yastaya, lakam, la alahayim, it's like wa ya aithim, kaya, an ya Yahweh, alahaykim, ma mawtazaya, askim, mas asta, sabi lawas, matazarayim, wa habi asaya, asakim, al harataza, ashar, nasha'asya, asta, yad, it's like Lasath, Ashar, no, Athar, Athak, La Abraham, La Itizak, Wa, La Iqua, Wa, La Tathia, it's like Atha, Lakam, Mara, it's like Mararash, Anaya, Yahweh, Bar Moshe, Kana, Al Bunya, Yasha'Allah, Wa La'ah, Shemaiwa Al Masha, Makwatazara, Rawak, so like it, Ma Ibadwa, Kosha, verse 10. It's like in the English. All right, so this is Exodus chapter 6, verse 1. Then the Lord said unto Moses, now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land. And God spake unto Moses, and said unto him, I am the Lord, and I appear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and to Jacob, by the name of God Almighty. But by my name, Jehovah or Yahweh, was I not known to them. And I have also established my covenant with them, to give them to the land of Canaan, the land of their pilgrimage, like wherein they were strangers. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians kept in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. So it's like, I'm gonna start right there. Like, anytime you go into war with anybody, the opponent always try to find a weakness in order to stop the enemy from attacking. All right. It's just a basic war 101. Any war, there's always a strategy to stop the weakness or to expose the weakness of the enemy. All right. In any war, right? The children of Israel, which is black, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, when we got the Most High on our side, we ain't got no weakness. If there was a weakness, it's to get you to do what the average so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian is doing right now, which is partying, Christmas, and it's like, and what just passed? It's like, Valentine's Day, voting. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of you so-called Hispanics went in, thought you was making a way for yourself, and you gonna go vote for Trump. Like, he gonna save you. And now you just messed up everything, 3 generations of building in this country. And now they're gonna take you back to where you from after they didn't. And that's the spirit of the so-called white man. He'll use you, take everything that you have, and then send you back to where you come from, like you did him, like he doing you a favor. When the main thing is this, you did him a favor. Like, the main point is, like, you came here, slave, built the country up, had the stock market rolling to beyond highs, and then you go, okay, yeah, it's not, I'm where I want to be. It's time for you to go back. Like, remember your power. Remember your power. Remember what you connected to. As so-called blacks and Hispanics, again, this stuff is in here for a reason. It's in the scriptures for us to read and to understand how we get success. Hell, we go and sit in colleges and all kind of webinars for success, but true success is what we're reading right now. When you got a God that'll fight for you, when you got a God that'll take out, the strongest nation, nobody in this time would stand up to the Egyptians. Why do you think this is in the book? Nobody had the might at this point in their time to stand up, even the thought to stand up to the Egyptians. And who would have ever thought that the poor people on the bottom, not really even, we ain't even got no land at this time. We ain't got nothing. The only thing we got is the promise from our power, which we just read, which the Most High just said. The covenant, the contract that we got with our power. That's the only thing that we have, right? Which is our strong suit. And we being obedient to that, we have no weakness. All right. We have nothing that, can come and take us, because we don't just have a God. Many, nations have a God. We got the one and only Most High God. We got the only power. And on top of that, we got a contract, which means, a contract means what? You got to perform. The Most High gonna always do his side. We got to do ours. We're reading the Most High, remembering the contract that he had with our forefathers. There's no other nation that can say it. All right, so verse 7. Verse 7. So I'm gonna read verse 6 again. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptian, and I will rid you out of bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm, and with the great judgment, and I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a God, And ye shall know that I am the Lord your God, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. And I will bring you in unto the land concerning which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. And I will give it to you for a heritage. I am the Lord. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. Again, we're reading right here the same thing we did in times past is the same thing we're doing today. You know, the so-called Black and Hispanic woman, completely separated from their man and said, "Oh, we're gonna go vote for Kamala Harris because she promising us hot girl summers, birth control, or it's like parenthood and DEI jobs, and you're gonna take yourself from you're gonna break your family down on top of what has already been broken down, force Black men to vote, and then what happened? Now that you didn't win, look at where you at now. Well, you could be smart and not participate in lies, whether it's left or right, whether it's Democrat, Republican, it's just a bunch of lies. You know what I'm saying? And you can just build your own nation under the priests of God. You can just do that. And you ain't got to worry about voting. You ain't got to worry about, living in neighborhoods where, you ain't got to worry about none of that. You ain't got to waste your time, leave your job to go down and stand in this long line and your vote don't count. You ain't got to worry about preparing for Christmas parties. You ain't got to worry about potluck food. You ain't got to worry about none of that crap, man. Just think about how much that the average so-called Black and Hispanic, like the pressure of performance in the work. Like we're reading here how we got a contract with the Lord. Many of us have a contract with your oppressor to go out and perform and be the best coon you ever can be. And a lot of y'all are doing a fanatical job at it. You're doing a fanatical job at being the best coon that money can't buy. And then you look back and you go, well, why are they still treating us this way? You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's evident. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't by way so because of the so-called Black Hispanics. It's the leaders of the Black and Hispanic people, which are your Christian pastors, who have now, ingrained in our mind, in many of us, to be the perfect coon, to be the perfect slave, to be the perfect mental slave, to build up a kingdom that has in no way beneficial to you ever or your kids. You know what I'm saying? It's probably better that we get the God that we're reading about on our side. It's a lot better if you get the Most High on your side. And look what he did to the Egyptians. Look what we did. And I mean, many of you maybe you ain't read the Bible a lot. As we go through the scriptures, you'll see what the Lord did to a whole nation of people for the children of Israel. We'll read about this now going forward into Egypt and reading what's going to happen to the king of Egypt and the Egyptians. So like, you will see that the only thing you got to do is be obedient. The only thing you got to do is rock your culture, rock who you are. That's why you're here. The Lord didn't put you here to be African American. The Lord didn't put you here to be Mexican and Jamaican and all these names that's not your purpose. Your purpose is to be the 12 tribes of Israel, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and support the government that the Lord raising up. That's what you're here for, to be obedient. In so doing that, we change the world. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep reading Salaki, verse 10 or verse 9. I'll read verse 9 again. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Go in, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, that he let the children of Israel go out of his hand. Again, you'll see that same thing now. A lot of you so-called Black and Hispanics think you could run to, what's the new spot they going to? the Philippines or somewhere out there, the new spot all black people are running to. You know, you're running to Ghana. You have no idea World War III is on the brink, and you taking your dumb behind over there thinking you getting away from something, and they're just gonna use you. You're gonna wake up, they're gonna give you a gun, and you're gonna fight for whatever country you in. Like that's how smart these nations are, man. They know that you're here and that you're in poverty and that you're looking to get out, and they're gonna give you a way out. You know, some of these countries are giving $50,000 and $60,000. Like they know you poor. And they're going to set up because they know what's coming, and they need the ignorance of our community that has been put there by the Christian church and by the Muslim mosque and these fake religions. And they benefit on our, misfortune. All right, so I'm going to go back to the Hebrew Shalaki. Verse 12 or 11 is like Amar Yahweh al Mashah la Amar Baha Debar al Harai Malak Matazarayim Slaki Wayat Lashika Ata Ban Yasha'ala Maharatazawa. Verse 12, Wayat Debar Mashah La Panya Yahweh La Amar Hakad Banya Yasha'ala La'ah Shemayawa Aliyah Wa Hayak Yashamai Naya Parai Wa Anaya Ara Shapathium Waya Debar Yahweh Al Moshe Wa Al Arana Slaki Wyatt Slaki Wa Watazawam Al Slaki Yasha Allah Wa Al Parai Malak Matazarayim La La Watazi Slaki La Ha Wataza Yawa Yaha Atha Banya Yasha Allah Maharataza Matazarayim Allah Slaki Allah Ra Shaya Yet Bayas Abbasium Banya Ra Wa Aban Bakar Yash Allah Kana Was Wa Palawas Ka Tazarawan Wa Karamayim Al Masha Paska Ra Awawabian verse 15 is like Wa Ban Shemayawan Yama Wa Al Wa Yamayan Wa it's like it's like wa ahad, ya yon, ra taza kath, wa sha'awal, ban, it's like ha kan nan yas kan, it's like ha kananiyas, it's like Canaanite, it's like kananiyas, Allahum ma it's like mashamayas, shamaywan, wa alaha shamayawas, ban yawalat, las lathum, uh, Gershanon, Yakwas, Kawas, English, Kakwas, Wa, Marariah, Washanaya, Kaya, Kayaya, Lawaya, Shamai, Shabai, Shalaki, Wa, Shalashayum, Wa, Mas, Shana, Baya, Gawashuan, Labanya, Washamaya, La, Slaki, La, Masha Paskin, verse 18, Wabanya, Kwakwas, Aimarum, Watazayar, Wa Kabaran, Wa Isayala, Wa Isayal, Slaki, Wa Shanaya, Kayaya, Kwahas, Kwahas, Slaki, Shalah, Shalash, Wa Shalathium, Wa Athium, Slaki, Ma'athium, Shana, Wa Yabanya, Shamara, Makalaya, like Makalaya, Wama, Washa, it's like Wa, Mawashia, Allah, Ma Shapasti, Ma Shapath, Alawathia, La, it's like La, the Lathia, La Dathium, it's like Wayakwa, Aimara Rum, Ata, Yawa Kabad, Da Thakwa, Lawa, La Mosha, Wa Dalad, Lawa At Hara Slaki, Akran, Wa Ata Mosha, Washanaya, Kayaya, Aimarum, Shabai, Washa Lashuk, it's like Wa Shalashim, Wa Math, Wa Matha, Shana, Bunya, Ya Tazahar, Kwa Rakat, Wana Paga, Wa Zakaria. Verse 22, Ya Bun, Slaki, Wa Bunya, Isaiah, Allah, Maya Shah, Slaki, Mayasha Allah, Wa Tazapani, Slaki, Wa Sath Raya, Wayakwaka, Wayakwa, Tawana, Ata, Ala Yashabia, Bath, Aima Yanabmana, Ta Wawath, Ata Was, Ata Slaki, Ata Was, Na Kashuan, Nawa, La Mosha, Was Lai, Lawa, Ata, Na Nadab, Wa Ata, Abawasbo, Ata, Ala Azar, Wa Ata, Ayatmo, Bunya, Kwakat, Asayar, Wa Alapana, Wa Slaki, Slaki, Abba Ya Awasa, Alaha, Mashapath, Hakwa Rock, verse 25, it's like Wa Alahai, it's like Ala Izar, Ban Aharan, La Kwa, Lawa, Mabanawas, Pawata, well, Pawata Ya Allah, Lawa, La Mosha, Wa, the lie, Lawa, Ata, let's see, it's like Lawa, Ata, Hanakath, so Laha, Ra, Shaya, Bawath, Ala William, Alawayum, Levites, like Lama Shapas, some Hawa, Hawa Taran, Wamusha, Ashar, Amar, Yahweh, Lahum, Hawataza, Yahweh, Yahweh, Hatha, Bunya, Yasha'ala, Ma Haratiza, Matazarayim, Al, Taza, Ba, Asum, Hum, Ha, Shlaki, Ha, Madabaran, Ha, Parai, Malak, Matazarayim, La Hawa, Taza Mayawa, Atha, Bunya Yasha'ala, Matazarayim, Hawa'a, Masha, Wa, Hawarak, verse 28, it's like, Wayaha, it's like, Yaha, Bayawum, Debar Yahweh, Al Musha, Ba, Haratiza, Matazarayim, verse 29, Way Debar Yahweh, Al Musha, La Amar, Naya, Yahweh Debar, Al Para'ayim Malak, Mazarayim Atha, Kal Ashar, Anaya, Debar, Alaya, verse 30, Waya Amar, Moshe, Lapunya Yahweh, Aina, Anaya, Ira, Shapathium, Wa, Ayat, Yashamayim, Alya, Para'ai. All right, so in the English, Salaki. All right, so Genesis chapter, let's see, 12. Genesis chapter 6, verse 12. And Moses spake before the Lord, saying, Behold, the children of Israel have not hearkened unto me. How then shall Pharaoh hear me, whom am uncircumcised lips? And the Lord spake unto Moses and said unto Aaron, and gave them a charge unto the children of Israel, unto Pharaoh king of Egypt, to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. These be the heads of the families, houses, the sons of, the families of the houses. Like, again, everything that the Lord does, he does it in order. You know what I'm saying? You know, you go in these Christian churches, and the only order is for you to be as wicked as you can be. And, you know, the Old Testament law that's supposed to be done away with, that they tell you that you got to pay your tithes. You know, the order in the Christian church in these mosques is to be evil. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord, from the beginning, always had order. We're reading the order right now, how families are in order, which is what you do in captivity. You build families. You know what I'm saying? There's enough wicked people out there in the world. We got, what is 18 nations in the scriptures? Us being one. You know what I'm saying? There's a ton of wicked people out there. You know what I'm saying? A ton of wicked nations out there. We should be getting ourselves in order. And the thing is this, within the last, 20 years in the United States, you've seen more foreign nations, especially the last, 5 years. You've seen more foreign nations pouring into this country, and they are bringing their culture with us. And only in time we're going to see that the so-called Black and Hispanics, if we don't get our culture back and do according to what we're supposed to do, the Lord, we're going to start adopting those cultures. And they are already trying with that, with that Hamite music, what do they call it, Afro beats. What do you think that's all about? What do you think all this, these different cultures adapting and trying to mimic us so they can join us? You know what I'm saying? But they got to find something in common. And then before you know it, you know what I'm saying, we doing everything for them the same way we doing it for the so-called white man. But it's like you're not going into that. We're going to finish out this chapter. We got a little time. Verse 14, or Slaki. Slaki. 13. And the Lord spake unto Moses and said unto Aaron, and gave them a charge. Slaki. Right, I'll start from 13. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, and gave them a charge unto the children of Israel, and unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. These be the heads of the families, or of the fathers of their fathers' houses, the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanak and Palu, Hezron and Kamari. These be the families of Reuben. The sons of Simeon, Jemiel and Jaman and Ohad and Jakim and Zahor and Shaul, the son of Canaanitish woman. These are the families of Simeon. And these are the names of the sons of Levi according to their generation: Gershon and Karath and Merari. And the years of the life of Levi were 130 years and 7 years. The son of Gershon, Libni and Shimei, according to their families. And the son of Karath, Hemram and Izar, and Hebron and Uziel. And the years of the life of Karath were 130 and 7 and 3 years. And the sons of Mirah, Hali and Mushi. These are the families of Levi according to their generations. And Amram took him Joshebed, his father's sister, to wife, and she bare him Aaron and Moses. And the years of the life of Amram were 130 years and 7 years. And the sons of Izar, Korah, and Nepeg, and Zechiri. And the sons of Uziel, Mishael, and Esaphan, and Zithari. And Aaron took him Elisheba, daughter of Ademodad, sister of Nishan, to wife, and she bare him Nadab and Habihu, Eleazar and Ithamar, Slaki. And the sons of Korah, Esir, and Elnah, and Ibasah. These are the families of the Korites. And Eleazar, Aaron's son, took him one of the daughters of Pithel to wife, and she bare him Phinehas. These are the heads of the fathers of the Levites according to their families. These These are that Aaron and Moses, to whom the Lord said, bring out the children of Israel, the land of Egypt, according to their armies. These are these are they which spake unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to bring out the children of Israel from Egypt. These are that Moses and Aaron, verse 28, and it came to pass on the day when the Lord spake unto Moses in the land of Egypt, that the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I am the Lord, speak unto the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I say unto thee. And Moses said before the Lord, behold, I am of uncircumcised lips, and how shall Pharaoh hearken unto me? All right. So I think that's we're going to chapter 7. Again, look at the mission, that Moses have. Remember, in Egypt, it's just like America. Most of our people were not raised up, according to like what the Lord desires. Like we going into Egypt, as we in Egypt, we doing every wicked thing, just like we in America doing every wicked thing. And wherever you are in captivity, whether you in the UK, whether you in Jamaica, Haiti, you are under the influence of the oppressor, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? And we raised that way, and we believe that the way you were taught is how, life is. And don't get me wrong, not even including once you go to college. You go to college, and after you in college, that's damn near it. You know what I'm saying? When the so-called Black and Hispanics go to college, they think that they know everything in the dang world. Nothing can change. Like you can't, trying to change their mind. If it ain't from the damn hand of the oppressor, it don't exist. And those colleges, in many cases, are brainwash centers for Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Our people get in these colleges and they finish, many of them. You know what I'm saying? They are completely convinced that what they learn is the absolute truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a battle trying to get them to understand certain things, basic things in many cases. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go to chapter 7 for time's sake. I'll start in Hebrew. Again, this Exodus chapter 7, verse 1. Amar Yahweh al Moshe Ra'atah Nathayak Alahayim La Ha'ai Wa Wa Athron Aharon Ath Yakah Yahweh Nabaya'ah Atah Sadabar Atah Kal Ashar Atazwan Wa Harak Al-Kayak Yadabar Al Parai Wa Shalaka Ata Banya Yasha'ala Ma Aratazawa Wa Alanaya Quasha, Quasha, Atha, Lob, Pa, Ra'ah, Para'ai, Slaki, Wa, Harabia, Slaki, Harab Yasya, Atha, Hatha, Thaya, Wa, Atha, Wa Wapathia, Baharataza, Mazarayim, verse 4, Slaki, Wala'ah, Yashamai, La, Alakam, Parai, Wa, Wanathia, Katha, Yadya, Ba, Matzazarayim, Wa, Al, it's like Ba, Ha, Wataza, Al, Yathim, Atha, Taza, Ba, Athia, Atha, Aimaya, Banya, Yasha Allah, Mataza, Maharataza, Matazarayim, Ba, Shapatyam, Ga, Dalathian, verse 5. Wayad, Iowa, Matazarayim, Kaya, Ana, Yahweh, Banatathia, Atha, Yadya, Al, Matazarayim, Wa, Habatazathia, Atha, Banya, Yasha'Allah, Mas, Wa, Katham, Slagi, verse 6. Wa, Aish, Aish, Moshe, Wa, Rana, Kashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Atham, Kana, Aishawa, verse 7. Wa Musha, Bana, Shama, Nayim, Shana, Wa Atharan, Ban, Shalash, Washa Manayim, Shana, the Barum Al Parai, verse 8, it's like Waya Amar Yahweh, Al Musha, Wa Al Ha Ara, Ha Aran, Ha Aran, Laya Amar Kaya, Ya Dabar, Alakam, Parai Malak, looks like it, La Amar, Ta Nawa, Lakam, Ma Wapath, Wa Amaras, Al Aran, like it, Haran, Kwaka, Atha, Manak, Mataka, Wa Hashalak, Lapanya, Parai Ya, it's like it, Yaya, La the Nayak, verse 10. Wayaba'a Mosha, Wa Aron Al Para I Y Lucky Wa Yaishua Ka Ka Ashar Ka Ashar Tazawa Yahweh Wa Yashalak Aron Atha Matahawa Lapanya Para I Labanya Abadiwa Wayahiwa the third it's like La Tanayak verse 11 Waya Korah Gum Para I Laka it's like Lakamayim Wa Laka Shapayim Wa Ya Aishawa Gum Hum Kara it's like Kara Tamaya Matazarayim Ba Talata it's like Hatayabim Kana Wa it's like verse 12 Wa Yashala Yakawa Hayash Matahawa Waya Hayawa La Danagyakum Wa it's like Waya Bal Yabalai Mata Arun Atha Matathum verse 13 Waya Kazat La Parai Wala'a Shemai Alahum Kashar Dabar Yahweh verse 14 is like Waya Amar Yahweh al Mushah Kabad La Parai Ma Ana La Shalaka Hayim Laka al Parai Babakor Hana it's like Ha Na'a Yataza'a Ha Manyama Wana Tazabath Lakwa Ra'akiwa Al Shapath Ha Ya Ara Hayara'a Wa Ham Mata Mataha it's like Ashar Na Hapath it's like Na Hapar La Nakash La Kwaka Bayad Bayadak verse 16 Why Amar Wa it's like Wa Amarath Ala Yawa Yahweh Ala Hayat it's like Ha Ibarium Shalakanaya Ala Hayak Laya Amar Shalaka, Atha, Aimaya, Wa, Ya, the Slaki, Wa, Ya, Ibad, Ibad, Yanaw, Ba, Madabar, Wa, Hana, La'a, Shamais, Shamais, I, Haka, Haka, Ashar, Yahweh, Ba, Za'ath, Tha, uh, Da'ai, Kaya, Anaya, Yahweh, Hana, Hana, Kaya, Maka, Ma, Taha, Ashar, Baya, Daya, Bayadya, Slakia, Al, Hamayim, Ashar, Ba'ayara, Wa, Slaki, Wa, Na, Ha, Kawa, Na, Lahum, uh, that's up at verse 18, Slaki. Slaki, I want to look over for time's sake, because we only got like 10 more minutes. And then we'll read in the English, verse 20, or chapter 7. It's like in Exodus chapter 7, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, see, I have made thee a God to Pharaoh. All right. So even, the mighty king of Egypt, Moses has become his God. Verse 2, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land. And I will hearken Pharaoh's heart, and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. All right, this is that power that I was talking about earlier, where, you in war, every country or nation uses whatever tactics they have, from, boots on the ground, economic warfare, technology, any type of psyops or propaganda, any nation does that. Of course, we as children of Israel, we don't need none of that. We serve the Most High, and we're gonna read some of these plagues if we get to it. We got a short time, so I don't know, we'll probably get it next week. Slaki, verse 4. Hold on, I'm gonna skip Slaki. Yeah, verse 4. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt, and bring forth my armies and my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great judgment. I mean, that right there should speak wonders. Like, the Lord have armies too. You know what I'm saying? And, as we read on, you'll see the armies of the Most High. Like, you got to remember, for those who may have never read this, Moses ain't lived, and when I say this, I'm saying, and he ain't attacked, he ain't like, we ain't pick up arms and just go and attack the Egyptians. Why? The Lord's armies. Like, the Lord army is, the Most High could do it a million different ways. We seen here in 2020 how the whole earth it's two sides to it. One say, oh, it was in a lab. Other people say, okay, it's real. Whatever it is, the Lord can, change the game with anybody he wants to for his people. And, the whole earth got shut down, and we prophesied as I.S.U.P.K prophets and said it was going to happen, and it happened. And you're going to see more. And you're going to see even more in a way to where your attention is going to be taken off of the foolishness, dating shows and all the dumb stuff that's going on. You're going to really see the hand of the Lord when the Most High visit this place and all the abroad, not just America, the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole world got the same heart that the king of Egypt in these scriptures at right here. They will not listen. You know what I'm saying? They will not understand that the Most High chose so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. His priest and prophet will be raised out of this, and we as a people must follow the commandments that's in the scriptures. These nations will go toe-to-toe with the Lord. We'll read into that, but that's probably later down the line. But right now, we'll focus on Egypt and how he think that he got power to go toe-to-toe with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's never a good thing for you to think that you're going to beat the Most High. All right, I don't want to get too much because the time is short, so it's like verse 5, the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord when I stretch out forth my hand upon Egypt and bring out the children of Israel from among them. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded them, so did they. And Moses was 80 old, and Aaron 80 years, it's like 83 years, when they spake unto Pharaoh. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying, when Pharaoh shall speak unto you, say, show a miracle for you. Then shalt thou say unto Aaron, take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went unto Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servant, and it became a serpent. Again, we're getting right into the war. LaRose, a good point. College is an absolute scam. It's actually a form of brainwashing. Excellent point. It's like y'all, I didn't see some of these comments in here. All right. And Moses and Aaron went unto Pharaoh, and okay, it's like verse 11. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and sorcerers. All right. So this is like the so-called white man, they think tanks. This is all they smart people, Doge, Elon Musk. This is the new sorcerers, the Christian church, like, what I'm saying? They bring all their people to the forefront, they scientists, and again, they want to go toe-to-toe with the Most High. All right. So like, now the magicians of Egypt, they also did it like manner with their enchantments. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod went up their rods, and he hardened Pharaoh's heart. And he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened. He refused to let the people go. 15. Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning. Lo, he goeth out unto the water. And thou shalt stand by the driver's bank against he come. And the rod which it was turned to a serpent shalt thou take in thy hand. And thou shalt say unto him, the Lord God of the Hebrews have sent me unto thee, saying, let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, hitherto, thou wouldest not hear. Verse 17, thus saith the Lord, In this day shalt thou know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood. Again, this is the Most High again. Like, the Most High power is always going to trump man. Again, in modern time, they got all kind of planes and jets, you know, laser guns. You're going to see the laser guns in a little bit. A lot of y'all don't know, but you're going to start seeing the laser guns. You're going to start seeing all the so-called oppressors, you know, toys that they going to just show off and just, you know, a lot of them, you're seeing a lot of them now in that war with Ukraine. The drones are chasing people down. I mean, they got drones that do the dirty work. They got robots. You know, this is the same thing as we're reading here. The nations bring out their very best of technology, their scientists, their medicine, everything you could think of, and they're going to stand before the Lord and try the Lord the same way the Pharaoh of Egypt is doing right here. All right, verse 16, 17, or 18, my bad. And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loft to drink the water of the river. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying unto Aaron, take thy rod and stretch out thy hand upon the rivers of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, upon their ponds, and upon all their pools of water, that they become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. And Moses and Aaron did so, as the Lord commanded, and he lifted up the rod and smite the waters that were in the river, in the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants, and all the waters that were in the river were turned blood. Verse 21, and the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink the water of the river. And there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. And the musicians of Egypt did so with their enchantments. Pharaoh's heart was hardened, neither did he hearken unto them, as the Lord had said. And Pharaoh turned and went into his house, neither did he set his heart to do this also. And all the Egyptians digged around about the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river. And 7 days were fulfilled after the Lord had smitten the river. All right. Again, my point in this is this is the power that we serve when you come into the truth, man. When you learn according to the priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K, we will have this power on our side. You'll see the Most High bring the nations down in a way that you could ever dream of. A lot of you out there talking about go take up some damn arms. You could never do what the Lord could do for the children of Israel. And you've seen a lot of these idiots, you know, they do all kinds of foolish things. Oh, join the people and all that stuff. It ain't gonna work. The only way it works, unless we keep these commandments, we do what the Most High say, and the power we're reading about in these scriptures become our power, and the Lord will fight these heathens for us. It's really just that simple. I mean, you know, it's really just that simple. You know what I'm saying? You never go to war without your power. And a lot of so-called blacks and Hispanics thinking you can improve your life and the life of so-called black and brown people joining a Christian church or some stupid organization that you're going to come up with some idea that'll be infiltrated and reversed. You know what I'm saying? It'll be reversed, and everything that you work for, you'll see it be counterproductive to your own people. Okay, with that, I'm going to say, Amajun Wahadam, Amajun, Wahapunya Hakodam. And we're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the class. Which means turn and face the east. conclude with the Lord's Prayer. Again, just repeat after me. We'll start in the Hebrew first. We'll end in the English. Like. Again, this is the Lord's Prayer, which is Matthew chapter 6, verse 8 through 13. Again, in the Hebrew first. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, I.S.U.P.K, Baharatazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Lathanawa, Lakum, Ka, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawath Yana, Wala'ah, Tabu Yahaya Nawa, Bandas on the one, Hobal, Hayashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala Allah, Wahala Slaki, Wahala Papak Slaki, Waha Falapara, La'awalamya, Amen. Again, we'll say it in English is our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Leave us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Next prayer is Barak, or blessings. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahushua. Wa Maka Ya'Allah, wa Alahayim. Matazabiya Allah YAHANNA. Ha Alawampiyam, Ha Sharanyam. Kwatazayanyam. Ha Kayayam. Wa Ha'akwatim, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. Tawana. Amen. In the English is bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, and the troopers and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Next prayer is going to be Psalms 121. I.S.U.P.K, I.Y.A.H.N.N.A, Aharian, my Ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'an Yahweh, I.S.H.A, Shemayim, Waharatazah, Al Yasun, Lamawat, Regalga, Al Yanawum, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawum, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yanawum, Hashamash, La'akakalka, Wayarak, Bala Yala, Yahweh, Yamash, Yashamarka, Makarad, Yashamar, Ashmapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Aska, Waba Waaska, Mayaita, Wa Iwalum. Okay, in the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from which cometh forth my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy coming out, thy going out, and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore. All right, next prayer is going to be Psalms 83. We will start in the Hebrew, Salaki. Alahayim, Al Damayelaka, Al Takarash, Wa Al Takarashakwat, Al Kayahana, Yahama Yawam. It's like Habayabuka, Yahama Yawam, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'ara, Ra'ash al-Aimaku, Yahweh Yamwa, Sawa, Waya Awatazawa, Altazapawanika, Amara, Lakoa, Wanakunkia, Mongolia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shum Yasha Allah, Ya'awad, Kaya, Nawa'atazawa, Lad Yakadwa, Al Yakar, Baryasya, Karathwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Wa Yashima Allah, Mawa Allah, Wa Ahariam, the ball, Wa Aimawan, Wa Amalak, Palashash, Aim Yeshabia, Tazawa, Gamashawa, Nalawa, Hain Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat Shalah, Aisha Lahum, Kamadi, Kasa Yasara'a, Kayabi, Bonaqual, Kawashawan, Nasha Mawad, Madwa, Slaki, by Ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Dama, Lahaduma, Shayatamu, Danamawa, Wayakara, Wa Kazaaba, Wa Kazaabak, Waka Tauzamanai, Kanasi Kumru, Ashar, Amaru, Na Yaraash, La Nawa, As Nawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayasamna, Kagaga, Kakwash, La Panya Raka, Kaash, Daba Ivory Ira, Waka, Wakala Abba, Delahut Horian, Khan, the Redatma, Basa Irika, Wa Basa Wapaska, Balahum, Malahun, Panyahum, Palawan, Waya Abashwa, Shumka Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Abawa, Waya Iwa, Waya Apara, Waya Abadi, Waya Habadwa, Waya Kaya, Atha, Shumka Yahawa, Labadka, Awam, Al Yawam, Al Kalha, Haratiza. Okay, in the English, keep not thy silence, O God, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thy enemies take a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And they have consulted together with one consent. They are conferring against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is also joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot to Lot. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to the Shira, as to the beings of Beth Kassan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Zael, yea, all their princes as Subak, and as Zumun, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Make them like a wheel, as a stone before the wind, and as a fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Okay, so with that, I'm going to say Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. Yahweh Shemata Ba'ashem Yahushai. And that's to conclude for the Sabbath service. Shalom.